Hey everybody, it's Jesse with the Loader Real Estate Group with your February monthly market real estate update. Okay, so right now in our market, there's just over 8,000 listings for sale, 8,174. To give that some context to at this time last year, there was just under 7,000. So we have about 1,200 more listings for sale right now than we did at this time last year, which kind of goes along with our common theme lately of, of being a buyer's market because there's lots of inventory on the market. Okay, so these stats are all based on what happened in February of 2016, based on February of 2015. Okay, so single family homes. The number of single family homes is down that sold is down by about 15%. So 517 homes sold last month compared to 607 the year prior. So again, that doesn't mean the prices are down 15%. That means the number of homes that are selling is down 15%. Okay, and average sale price right now is just under 420, so it's 419,800. Compared to last year, it was just over 431. So that's down a little bit by about 3%. Okay, so that's kind of the stat that's the most important. Like, what's happening? Like, so are homes going down? Are they going up? How much? Well, they are going down a little bit, 3%. So it's not significant, but there's definitely a difference there. Days on markets though, so an average single family home right now is taken about 53 days to sell compared to last year at 45 days. Now, all these stats are the greater Edmonton area, okay? These are not just City of Edmonton stats. Now, the one issue with this is days on market, for example. So I know in Leduc, 53 days on market is actually not that accurate. Leduc is quite slow right now compared to places like Wetaskiwin or Edmonton or even Beaumont. So like in Leduc specifically, it's closer to 70 days on market. Okay, so look, every town's going to be a little bit different, but in order to keep this kind of nice and short, we're just kind of going over the general stats here. So for condos, the number of condos that sold last month was 232. That's down 23% from last year, where 300 of them sold. Okay, the average price though for condos really hasn't done a whole lot. Right now it's at 247 compared to last year at 250 exactly. So it's down just over 1%, 1.2%. Days on market for condos, we're right around 57 right now compared to last year at about 49. Okay, so not a crazy difference there either. Now, duplexes and row houses. So this was the one I found the most interesting. If you go back and look at my last month's video, this was the sort of product that took the biggest hit price-wise. Well, turns out that in February, the prices actually went up. Okay, so the number of duplexes or row houses that sold were only 79 compared to last year at 96. So a little bit of a drop there. The average price though right now is at 354 compared to last year right at 350. So they actually went up slightly by about 1.2%. Days on market for those is 71 compared to last year at 35. So it's like double the amount of time on the market. Okay, so again, stats are great, but what does this mean for you? All right, so if you're a seller, and you've been on the market over November, December, January, it was slow, right? I mean, it was pretty stagnant, not a lot of activity, still a decent amount of showings, at least on my listings, not a lot of offers. Now look, that's fairly common most winters, but this year was definitely more pronounced. So sellers, be patient, hang in there, offers are coming, things are really starting to move. Buyers have come out of their sort of winter hibernation and are starting to pull the trigger on offers. Okay, so if you're a buyer, if you're a first-time home buyer, nothing's really changed for you. It's an awesome time to buy a house. Okay, I mean, I'm applying for my own personal mortgage right now, and I got a rate of 2.59% on my house. So, I mean, that's the lowest that I've ever experienced. So, great time to buy. Interest rates are low, and lots to choose from. Okay, but one thing I will sort of give my advice to you first-time home buyers is, look, there's some people out there that are waiting for the sole purpose that they believe the market is going to go down further. Now look, you may be right to some degree, okay? But look, if you're trying to time the bottom, you're going to miss out on some really great opportunities. Okay, so if you find a house today that checks off all your boxes, it's in your price range, the monthly payment is comfortable for you, you love everything about it, okay, don't wait until June or July because it might be a couple $1,000 cheaper. That's not going to make a difference to you in the grand scheme of things, okay? That $2, $3, I don't even care if it's $5,000 cheaper later. First of all, your monthly payment is affected by this much, and that's what really you need to worry about. Okay, that big purchase price number, people get really caught up in that, and rightly so. It's a big number, but that's not what affects you day to day. The number that affects you day to day is what comes out of your bank account on the first of the month or every 2 weeks or however you have it set up. Okay, so that's the number you really need to be focused on. Okay, so don't wait for something that's a few $1,000s cheaper, because you're going to miss out on some really great opportunities now. Okay, so anyways, that's kind of what's going on right now. It's starting to pick up. The spring market is definitely upon us. So that's going to do two things. Is that, like I said, sellers, you're going to start selling your homes. If you're thinking about selling in the next couple of months, get on the market now before even more homes come on the market and it gets even more flooded. Okay, you're going to do yourself a favor. I know that the yards don't look very nice right now, and I know that, you know, the exterior photos, they're not the greatest. I get that. But look, you're going to have a much better time being on the market in March, April, May than you will in June, July, August. I promise you that. Okay, so that's it. That's the market update for February. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. If you ever have any questions, you can reach me on here on Facebook, send me a message, or you can reach me anytime on my cell phone at 780-243-4430. Have an awesome day, everybody.